There is a story whispered in the old English countryside, a place where history is thick enough to taste in the air. It's the kind of story people mention quietly, almost reluctantly, as if saying it too loudly might summon something better left alone. The story begins at a place called Blackthorn Manor, an estate built in the early 1600s, during a time of superstition, plague, and violent ambition. Blackthorn Manor was once owned by the Hawthorne family, known for their influence and their secrets. Local records describe the estate as wealthy, respected, and deeply feared. The family's patriarch, Lord Edmund Hawthorne, was rumored to study forbidden rituals brought back from his travels through Europe. He believed the world was filled with hidden forces, and some said he tried to command them. For centuries, the manor stood abandoned, its windows boarded, its doors chained shut. No one dared to step inside. That is, until 1974, when a group of university historians petitioned to explore the estate for a restoration project. They hoped to uncover artifacts and documents from the Tudor and Stuart periods. But what they found beneath the manor was far older and far more unsettling. On the first day of their exploration, the team discovered a hidden wooden trapdoor under the rotting dining hall floor. The door was sealed with iron nails, and across the surface were carved strange symbols. Crude, hurried markings that resembled both runes and crude warnings. When they pried the trapdoor open, a breath of cold air escaped, as if something had been holding its breath for centuries. The cellar beneath was not listed in any of the estate's blueprints. It wasn't even constructed with the same architectural style as the rest of the house. Its stone walls were ancient, damp, and covered in symbols similar to the ones carved into the trapdoor. The historians descended cautiously, their lanterns casting trembling shadows across the vaulted chamber. And in the center of that chamber was a single wooden chair facing the wall, as if someone had sat there for a very, very long time. On the far wall, they found something else: deep scratches, claw-like marks gouged into the stone. Some were fresh. The team left the cellar immediately, claiming the air felt wrong, as if they were being watched from the corners of the room where the lantern light could not reach. The lead historian, Dr. Wallace, returned alone the next morning, determined to take detailed notes. He never came back out. His colleagues found him hours later, sitting in the same wooden chair they had discovered, hands gripping the armrests so tightly his nails had split. His eyes were open, but empty, staring at the scratched wall. He was alive, but unresponsive, unable to speak, unable to move. He remained that way for the rest of his life. Blackthorn Manor was sealed again, and the cellar was never explored a second time. But locals say that cold nights, when the wind cuts through the trees, you can still hear the faint sound of nails dragging across stone, somewhere deep beneath the estate. They say whatever Lord Edmund tried to bind down there never truly slept. And now that the door has been opened once, something tells me it's only waiting for the next curious soul to step inside.